Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel for the technical learning. Today we are going to discuss about the filters. The filters means it will filter the unnecessary frequencies. In the ideal filter means it will allow the specified range of the frequencies which is required to the circuits. The filter is an electric circuit that is designed to a specific band of frequencies for the required applications. It is a frequency selective circuits. It may classified as active and passive filters. Normally, it is used for the separation of the signals based on their frequencies, and it may widely used for the communication and signal processing applications. And it has majorly classified as low pass filters, high pass filters, band pass filter, and band elimination filters. Apart from that, the all pass filter and universal filter may be considered, but as per our syllabus, we are going to discuss about these four types. Let us discuss one by one. Low pass filter means it will allow the frequencies sedent region. Let us consider the graph shown in figure. This is the frequencies, this is the amplitude. It will allow the frequencies from 0 to Fc, that is the lower range of the frequencies, and higher range of frequencies has been fully stopped. So that is why it's called the low pass filter. Similarly, the high pass filter, it works just opposite of the low pass filter. It means it will stop the lower range of frequencies which is from 0 to Fc, and it will allows the frequencies from Fc to F, the Fc to the higher range, from the it start allowing the frequency from the Fc to end, that is the higher range of frequencies has been passed through the required circuits. Then the band pass filter, it will allow the frequencies certain region, that is the F1 to F2, that is the specified band region. It may allowed the remaining all frequencies has been stopped. Then band elimination or band stop filter works just opposite of the band pass filter. It means it will stop the frequencies of the sudden region. The remaining all frequencies are passed for the specific application of the circuits. Some of the important ideal characteristics of the filters are shown in here. So the characteristics of the filters, we are considering the following constants. That's a propagation constants and characteristics impedance and cutoff frequencies. These three factors are majorly considered. The based on this, we are going to derive the equations of constants k and m. So let us discuss one by one. The constants k for the all filters. A constant k, the filter is a T or pi networks which is series and shunt impedance Z1 and Z2 connected by the relationship. Let us consider this equation. Z1 and Z2, it should be equal R a suffix k, R suffix k square, where Rk is the real constant and is termed as nominal impedance or design impedance of the constant k filter. Okay, let us consider first the low pass filter, the low pass constant k filter. Normally these filters or normally the circuit has been connected to module. One is the T or pi. The both are shown in here. So here let us consider the Z1 is j omega L and Z2 is minus j divided by omega c. So according to the previous relationship, Z1 and Z2 it should be equal to j omega L into minus j divided by omega c. So it should be equal to L by c. Then since the product of Z1 into Z2 is constant, that is the impedance frequency we get like this, Z1 and Z2 it should be equal to R suffix k square, it should be equal to L by c. Then the R suffix k it should be equal to square root of L by c. Now the Z naught, it's we know that Z naught in the um, network equations, the Z naught it should be Z naught of the T network, that is the Z naught T it should be equal to the square root of Z1 square divided by 4 plus Z1 into Z2, which is already discussed. The same equation, this equation has been derived from the T network, that is why here mentioned as T. So substitute these values Z1 and Z2 values in this equation, we'll get the following equations. We know that Z1 it should be equal to j omega L. So Z1 square we can put the square, then plus j omega L into the minus j divided by omega c. So we can multiply it and simplifying this equation we'll get, we are multiplying this omega square L square j square, the value is 1, then divided by 4. Similarly here also the j square it will come, so the both are will be getting almost the same sign, so finally it consider as positive. So the L by c, here also it may be the multiplied it here j minus j square omega L divided by omega c, the both omega it may getting cancelled, then j square value it may minus 1, so it may consider as plus, then L by c alone will come, so we can take it out commonly, the L by c alone, so the 1, then plus j square cl divided by 4 it will come. How it is coming for the minus sign here, because here the j square, while you are taking this, the j square value is minus 1, so here itself the minus sign will come, so we are taking commonly the L by c alone, so here the value is 1, that one is came here. Similarly if you are substituted the L by c here, we can obtain this original expression. So I hope you understand. So here the z naught of t in the real, when it is less than the value of 1. Similarly, similarly the imaginary is when the greater than 1. Since the cutoff frequency is fc of the z naught changes from the real to imaginary, so omega c square Lc by 4 equal to 1, that is the real to imaginary, we can consider these cutoff frequencies. So the fc equal to 1 by pi into square root of Lc, this is the common expressions. So in this case we can, from this expression we can obtain the inductor and capacitor values. based on the impedance relationship, the L it should be equal to Rk divided by pi C, and C it should be equal to 1 divided by pi into Rc Fc. This is the constant K. Similarly, the phase shift and attenuation, well, similarly the Z1 and Z2 values are considered. The phase shift, that is the cos beta, it should be equal to 1 plus Z1 divided by 2 Z2. So we are substituting the Z1 and Z2 values here, and we are simplifying this equation. 1 minus omega square C into L divided by 2, because the last denominator or third denominator it will come, or it will multiply with the first numerator. So the C will come automatically in the numerator. Similarly omega, so the omega and omega square, and j both are getting cancelled, the negative sign here it will come, so the 2 it will be the denominator. So the omega square Cl is came, we are obtained. Since the alpha is 0, the pass bond of the phase shift beta is given by the omega c, it should be equal to divided by Lc. Similarly, we are when we are considering this equation omega c square Cl divided by 2, it may consider as omega square by omega c square. So the cos beta it should be equal to 1 minus 2 omega square by omega c square. Similarly, the beta it should be equal to, that is the beta is the phase shift constant, the beta it should be equal to cos inverse of 1 minus 2 omega by omega c square radian. Similarly, the attenuations of the low pass filter, the considering we are the same expression, that is the Z1 it should be equal to j omega L, and Z2 equal to minus j omega c. We get the cos hyperbolic alpha it should be equal to 1 plus omega square Lc divided by 2. So the cos hyperbolic alpha also should be the same as the previous expressions, like that 1 minus Z1 by 2 Z2. So we are simplifying this, we are getting this equation. Then we know that omega square Lc divided by 2 it should be equal to 2 omega square by omega c square. So just we are replacing in this expression. So the omega c square by omega c minus 1, because we are, while you are substituting this Z1 and Z2 value, here itself it will come the negative sign. Similarly, the alpha is the attenuation constant. So the alpha it should be equal to cos hyperbolic 2 omega square by omega c square minus 1 neighbors. So that is for the low pass filter. Similarly, the constant K for the high pass filter, the same expressions we are considered for the T or 5 sections we are considered here. Here the Z1 it should be equal to minus j divided by omega c, then Z2 it should be equal to j omega L. The product of Z1 and Z2, here the L by C, the independent frequency of the filter constant K. So the Z1 and Z2 it should be equal to R K square, it should be equal to L by C. Similarly, Rk it should be equal to square root of L by C. Up to this the expression was the same. Then the Z naught of T, Z naught T is given by the T network. The characteristics impedance are equivalent impedance of the T network, that is the Z naught, that's the equivalent impedance of the T network. It should be equal Z1 square divided by 4 plus Z1 into Z2, which is obtained in the previous equations. So we are substituting here Z1, it should be equal to minus J divided by omega C into 4 plus Z1 and TZ2. The Z1 and TZ2 value we know that is the L by C, we are directly substituted. So we are taking commonly the root of L by C, the remaining term the 1 minus 1 divided by 4 omega square LC. Then the equivalent impedance is real when the value is less than 1 and equivalent impedance value is imaginary if the value is greater than 1. Since the cutoff frequency we are obtained from the expression 1 divided by 4 omega square LC equal to 1. So FC it should be equal to 1 divided by 4 pi square root of LC. From that we can find the required inductance and capacitance. That is the L, it should be equal to RK divided by 4 pi FC, and the capacitance it should be equal to 1 divided by 4 pi RK into FC. Similarly, the phase shift and attenuation constant, substituting the values of Z1 and Z2 in the equivalent circuits equation, we get cos beta it should be equal to 1 minus 1 divided by 2 omega square LC. The alpha is 0 and phase shift constant beta is given by omega c, it should be equal to 1 by 2 square root of LC. Hence cos beta it should be equal to 1 minus 2 omega c square divided by omega square. Similarly, the beta it should be equal to cos inverse of 1 minus omega c square by omega square, or the sine inverse of omega c divided by omega square radians. Since the attenuation of the high pass filter is Z1 and Z2, if you are substituted like that, minus 1 plus 1 divided by 2 omega square LC it will come. So we are simplifying this equation, we will get this 2 omega c square divided by omega square minus 1. From that the alpha it should be equal to cos inverse of omega c by omega. So this is the up to this the expression of the constant k for low pass filter and high pass filters we have discussed. Similarly, from the next video we can derive the expression for the constant k and pi. Before that, I would like to summarize which are all the points we have discussed today. The types of filters we have discussed in that 4 major categories: the low pass filter, high pass filter, and band pass filter, and band stop or band elimination filter. From the all filters we are going to from the all filters we have derived some constants, that is the constant k, which is obtained for the low and high pass filters, and phase shift and attenuation constant we have discussed. Similarly, from the next video we will discuss the remaining 2 filters. Thank you.